Yo! What is up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Just making sure that everything's alright. How's everyone doing out there? You should be drawing, but there's a cat asleep on you doodles. Well, it looks like the universe has kind of decided for you. And it's pretty rude when the universe does that. It does it too often. But, you know, every now and again it has to take the reins. Let me just make sure chat is functioning. Functioning in a mathematical way. Ole! Welcome to the chat. The cat is everything, always. Always and forever. Hey, cornflakes, can you please just leave me alone? No. There's so many fucking ads on this website. This is what I get for wanting to be paid. I have to sit through the ads on my own stream. Oh, that's a beautiful irony. How am I? I'm watching the MCU. Oh, Ole, why are you doing that? All hail the per cloud. Per annum. Perfect. Personal. It's not business. Why are you watching the MCU, Ole? Who forced you to do this? I know it wasn't your choice. Are you enjoying the MCU? Oof. I don't think you can anymore. I think it's illegal. Okay, I gotta turn down the volume a little bit for this next fight because... Well, I guess we're just not getting that back for this fight. Goody. I always do this at the beginning of the stream. Whoops. Yeah, this is the way. Okay, I had to turn the volume down because Seth, who we're fighting, the leader of the Daigata Defenders, fights with a cymbal, and it's fuck loud. Yeah, me too, bud. It would be really funny if I tried this guy. I made such a big deal out of it on the stream announcement. Okay, healing up. Oh, lucky dodge. Nice. Okay, he got me on the backswing. That's fine. Sometimes he gets you on the backswing. That's something you gotta be ready for in this life. Sometimes they get you on the backswing. That's how the insurance places get you. On the they don't expect you to read about the backswing. But you know, we're savvy investors. We've been on the Farloom market for a while. This isn't our first rodeo. Do you know how many fucking rodeos I've been to? More than one! More than one, Buster Brown! Girl! Oh, he girled! For us! He girled for the girl. Okay, he got me. It was my choice. I'm enjoying it so far. Yeah, early MCU is not bad. Okay. For all of the complaining that I am inevitably going to do about the MCU, the early stuff is good. Like, there's a reason the MCU was popular for such a long time. Because they made some pretty good movies in the beginning. Because I started right at the beginning. Hey, yeah, then you're getting to the good stuff. Hey, MCU movies were fun back in the day. Yeah, okay, we're all in agreement. I had a great time till Captain America 3. I made the choice a bit randomly last weekend to start watching the whole thing, which I haven't until now. I've only seen like 5 MCU movies. Here's my sneaky little twist, though. I'm watching up until Endgame, then I'm going to stop. That's clever. I did enjoy the 2 Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, I will say. Which are the one of them is post Endgame, and I enjoyed it. I fully understand why you wouldn't want to watch it, but like, I had fun with that one. So if you make exceptions, also Shang-Chi is post Endgame, and I've heard it's very good. Who is your favorite? Like your favorite MCU character? Yeah. Who's everyone's favorite? Besides Spider-Man, I think Spider-Man's probably my favorite Marvel Comics superhero, besides like some of the X-Men. I really enjoyed the X-Men a lot more than a lot of the more traditional superhero stuff that Marvel did. I was mainly an X-Men enjoyer. But besides the X-Men and Spider-Man, I guess the Hulk? I like the Hulk as a character. And I kind of like what they did with him in the MCU. Like, Mark Ruffalo is fun. You know? Mark Ruffalo's a good actor. He's fun to watch. Hang on. We might have to go a little bit non-verbal. Shit, I keep committing too deep into the stab. Shit, he keeps catching me with that. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm like not watching the wind-up properly. Girl. I also, you know what? I really like Ant-Man. Like, I don't know what everyone's opinion on Paul Rudd is as an actor, but I enjoyed Ant-Man. I especially enjoyed him because he doesn't seem like as qualified to be a hero. You know what I mean? Like, something about superheroes that I've never really loved, and I understand why they do it, but something I've never really loved about superheroes is that they're always, like, these crazy high achievers. They're always, like, top of their field in whatever science that they do or whatever. And, like, I get why they do that, because that creates the situation for them to, you know, be in the lab experiment or whatever. But, yeah, I don't love that all of the superheroes are these impossibly well-accomplished human... Well, not impossibly. I'm sure some people out there are that accomplished. But these incredibly well-accomplished people. Because it kind of gave me the notion for a long time that, like, oh, to be a superhero, you have to be already exceptional when you get your superpowers. You can't be less than amazing. I think Captain America was great for that because Steve Rogers is not exceptional in any way except that he's just, like, nice and he cares about people. Like, Steve Rogers became amazing through hard drugs. But he is, like, he's not, like, super smart or anything. He's not, like, an amazing mega genius scientist or anything like that. He didn't design the serum that gave him the powers. He just, like, took it. He was a normal person, essentially, that wanted to make a difference and then did. And I think that needs to be more present in superhero stories, that like normal people can be heroes. And it's a matter of choice. You can choose to be a hero, you know? Which is, I guess, why like Batman was cool, but he was never my favorite hero or anything. Because his whole thing is like, oh, he doesn't have superpowers, you know? It's amazing that he's doing all this stuff and going against the odds and things, even though he does have a superpower. He's a billionaire. Batman can afford like all of the military gadgets in the world. That's his superpower. But yeah, like Steve Rogers was a close second, but I guess like Spider-Man, the Hulk just has some of my favorite superpowers because super strength is such a fun, like, simple power that you can do a lot with. But I think Steve Rogers is probably the most interesting member of the Avengers. 2, there's 3 Holland Spider-Man films. There's 3? Oh, yeah, no. Okay, yeah, I enjoyed the 3 Spider-Man films. I like them. I know some people have some, like they don't have a high opinion of the 3rd one, but I liked it. Favorite is a tie so far between Iron Man and Thor. You know, early Iron Man and Thor were very fun to watch. I'll grant you that. They're very fun characters to watch, for sure. Holland is a good Spider-Man. I just hate that he was so entwined with Tony. Yeah, I feel like his story needed to be more interesting. Spider-Man is broken sad. He got there at the end of the 3rd movie. He got there. The Holland movie with the previous actors was definitely my fave. I enjoyed that one a lot. I just finished watching Thor 1 today. First time seeing it. I enjoyed the moment that Thor is a textbook himbo. Thor 1 was very fun. Thor 2 is rough. Thor 3, Ragnarok, is pretty good. I enjoyed that one. And I never watched Love and Thunder, so, yeah, I don't know about that. I'm going to get so judged for this, but my favorite was Captain America because I was a massive Stucky fan. I love Ant-Man. Ant-Man's fun. Steve and Bucky, super soldiers in love. I love Steve Rogers, man. Just a guy not even got money. Exactly. Like, Steve Rogers is just, like, a regular dude who decides to fight tyranny. Like, it really is sort of the perfect story for him as a character. Crazy, I know, right? Like, amazing that this very old story was well told. But no, he is sort of the perfect guy for that story. Because he's just like a guy. He's a normal dude. I mean, the implication, right, is that, like, I suppose there's weird implications with the fact that Steve Rogers is a blonde, blue-eyed guy who is a super soldier. Like, Steve Rogers is what the Nazis thought Aryans would be. Right? So that has interesting implications. But, I do like that he's just a guy who wanted to make a difference and then finds a way to make a difference. I also love that Bucky became a super soldier. Bucky, I genuinely, I didn't know anything about the Marvel universe that wasn't in movies. I had not read a single Marvel comic before I started watching the MCU, and the only, like, interaction with Marvel that I had was, like, the Fantastic Four movies, the X-Men movies, and the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. And if I'm being honest, I didn't even connect that they were the same thing for a little while. Like, when the MCU really started kicking off, I had friends who told me, like, you know, oh, yeah, X-Men and stuff is Marvel, you know? But before that, I didn't connect that they were the same, like, under the banner of the same company. I thought that X-Men was entirely different from, like, the Avengers and shit. And then people were like, no, they cross over sometimes. Like, they all live in New York. Fantastic Four, X-Men, they're all in the same place, man. And... Girl! But yeah, so when I watched, I think it was Winter Soldier, and they reintroduced Bucky as a super soldier, I was so hyped about it. Because I love Bucky. I love Bucky Rogers because he's also just a guy, but taller and prettier and could breathe normal. Yeah, he was just a guy who didn't have asthma. Bucky Barnes' superpower, in comparison to Steve Rogers, is a lack of asthma. Superman is at his best too when his normal dudeness is emphasized despite his powers. Yeah. I like Superman when he's bumbly and, like, kind of clumsy and stuff, and then he switches on to Superman when he has to. But it seems like it's taking focus. Like, in his... Like, his Clark Kent is so convincing that you would struggle to believe he's Superman. Because he's such a goober. We love a secretly competent goober. That's why we all like anime so much. A dumbass who reveals that he's actually, like, insanely competent is one of my favorite tropes. Goofiness is attractive, man. I don't know what to say. I think, like, silliness is such a fun... It's like, shonen anime, right? Around the time of the Big Three, a big deal was being made in shonen anime about the main characters rejecting people's ideologies because they fundamentally the ideologies were kind of flawed and involved hurting a lot of people. And a lot of the characters would, like, cry over their friends, and that... like, cry over losing friends or other people's situations, and it's great. Like, it's such a wonderful part of anime, and I think that the whole, like, goofiness of a main character contrasted with their absolute devastatingly powerful fighting skills is one of my favorite tropes in anime as well. And it happens a lot. Especially with, like, side characters who end up becoming, like, a teacher figure. Like, they're always presented as these, like, just morons. And then they get into a fight one time and they beat ass. But it feels so much more special because the first time you see them, you're like, this guy's an idiot. I hope he's not sticking around. And then he gets into one fight and does something so cool that it changes your brain chemistry. Oh, speaking of changing my brain chemistry, there was, at midnight tonight, I'm so excited. The Chaotic Card Game website is apparently going live, and we have no idea if it's... I'm sorry. If I had to guess, right? My guess is that it's the return of the card game. Because it's the game site. It's chaoticgame.com, you know? But I would... there's the hope, right, that the show is also coming back. And that's going to be huge. I have seen the Chaotic TV show all the way through multiple times. And it's a very fun time. I hope it comes back. It got cancelled originally, so it ended in a very weird way where it was clear that there was, like, more story. And they definitely didn't answer all of the questions that we had. So everyone has been keen to see where they could go with the show from there. Including me. I framed through the Cymbal attack. Okay, so you're a bit faster now, huh? Don't have as many openings, do you? Hey, champ. Hey, champ, could you not? Stop spamming your ult, dude. I get it. Your button is itchy. That's fine. But yeah, I'm assuming that it's the card game that's coming back. Here's hoping. I need everyone to pray and hold thumbs that it's not because of Gen AI. Because I would love to not abandon Chaotic as a property. If I find out that this is all because of the magical power of the plagiarism machine, I'm going to be so inconsolably sad. But yeah, anyway, there's that. I do have some bad news that I'm going to get into and complain about a bit, but let's catch up with chat. It's not a coincidence that Steve is a blonde, blue-eyed man. They made him that way as a fuck you to the Aryans. That's fair enough. Look, here's your perfect guy, he hates you. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, I guess I never thought about it like that. That's half of what makes my adventures with Superman so enjoyable. Clark's just such a goof. Hell yeah, dude. The best Superman is Reeves, but I'll take Corrin Sweat too. Cavill should not touch that role ever again. That's the actor from the Gunn Superman film? Yeah, baby, that was a great movie. I have yet to see that movie, and I still haven't seen My Adventures with Superman, but it's on my list. I need to actually physically make that list so I can stick to it. Anyway. Bad news time. Bad news, everyone. I saw I think it was an IGN headline today. I never read the article. I only saw the headline. But apparently Warhorse got the license to make an open world Lord of the Rings game. So, you know, Warhorse, that company that recently fired its translator, its like head of translation or something, and replaced him with generative AI. That company, the company that Daniel Vavra was a co-founder of, the guy who was incredibly vocal about how generative AI is the future, and then he left the game development side to work on the Kingdom Come Deliverance movie. That company is now about to touch Tolkien in a way that Tolkien has never wanted to be touched. Because Tolkien doesn't love technology, as it turns out. Like, he doesn't... I don't think Tolkien hates technology, but, like, he doesn't love it. A big theme in Lord of the Rings is industrialization ruining the world. You know. But there would never be a reality in which the controllers of generative AI blatantly misunderstood the themes of a book, right? Never once has a showrunner or game developer or movie director or technology official misunderstood central themes of a story. Because in the great words of David and Dan, D&D, whose surnames I totally didn't just forget, themes are for 8th grade book reports. So you can't misinterpret themes because they don't exist. TV shows are about cool CGI. Guys, everyone knows that. And games are about 150 hours of doing random bullshit and having a weird combat system that emphasizes challenge in a way that feels difficult to master and like it's not telling you everything. I actually kind of like Kingdom Come Deliverance combat system. That last bit was just sort of... that was just salt. But even so, I don't think they should touch Lord of the Rings. Like, we already had the Lord of the Rings Gollum game, which I don't know who that was for. But we've been going 0 for 2 with Lord of the Rings games ever since the Shadow of Mordor series ended, you know? Like, the Shadow of Mordor series was really good and had a very cool nemesis feature, you know? An insanely cool nemesis feature that I loved. That we actually, on one of our very first streams ever on this channel, we tried to manipulate the nemesis feature to pick the top orc in Mordor. I think you can go and find that stream still. I think the VOD is still up. But yeah, I loved the Shadow of Mordor games. It really sucks that Warhorse is going to be touching that legacy. Like, obviously, they're not going to be doing another Shadow of Mordor game. They're just doing a open world Lord of the Rings game, but still. Okay, we're just doing this for a while. That's fine. Oh, shit. Got a little too excited. We beat Seth! I lead the Daigatha defenders now, Seth. Give me your Guardian Stone. No one's ever gonna get that joke. That's only for me. Sometimes you tell jokes for you. And that's okay. Everyone should tell more jokes for themselves. Ooh. I do like an ominous building in a video game. In real life, I'm not a fan. Ominous buildings are not my jazz. Well done, thank you! Yeah, I enjoyed that fight. I think Seth is a fun fight so far. I hope the other ones are also fun. I guess Warhorse kind of forgot about Tolkien's themes. Yeah. Tomboy, Lois Lane, and Doe-Eyed Space Princess Superman, my OTP. Ole, my OTP is Tomboy, Lois Lane, and me, and Doe-Eyed Space Princess Superman. Thank you. If I'm not a part of that pairing, it's not one and true. Hello, I was about to go to sleep and thought I'd say hi. Thank you so much for coming and saying hi, Zucky. I hope you sleep well. Yay! Hell yeah, everybody. You saw me beat Seth, Zucky. It's because your luck was here. Thank you. Here we honor the seed that sprung the wood. Ew. Ew. By her grace, may all bugs pass safe to join us in our song. Oh, all the notes look like... I'm sure I've noticed that before. Cool. Well, I'm here. Oh! I'm pretty sure this fountain wasn't here before. Well, I'm thrumming. Should I play... music? Do I have a new song for this? I think I might have a new song for this. Hang on. Hold on, everybody. I gotta check my sheet music. Elegy of the Deep. That's the one. Hell yeah, I don't know who that is, but I'm glad you beat him. Me too. It means I'm the leader of the Daigatha Defenders now. Which is a show that all of you should watch. I'm in the Spider-Verse. Oh, that was another good Marvel movie. Into the Spider-Verse is fucking incredible. I also enjoyed the sequel to that one. We're putting the volume back up. This game is loud, dude. Has anyone noticed that? I've had the volume at like halfway this whole time. And it's still fucking loud. A lot of flowers in Spiderland. Oh, hey, girl. Oh, fuck. Hey, girl. Wait, hang on. I have to do another boss fight? What the fuck? Silksong? You douche canoe? What do you mean I just did a boss fight and now I have to do another one? What is this shit? Okay. Cool, and I don't get my fucking string back. Thanks. That's cool of you. It doesn't even register that I died, so I don't get to, like, get my cocoon. And I don't get my binding back. My secondary binding. I'm assuming that's a Power Ranger. No, the Daigatha Defenders was a Canadian animated show because, like, all the best animated shows back in the day were Canadian. About wizards, basically, who use, like, dice to cast spells. Kind of. They used these stones that were like cubes, and they had different symbols on them, and they threw the cubes, and the symbols connected into each other to make a spell happen. And they also had, they had a stone that had like an animal companion in it, and each of them had like a different guardian. It was called like the leader of the group, Seth, had a guardian called Kragus, who was like a rock golem, and each of the guardians had like a cute smaller form that they could turn into. That was wonderful. I loved that so much. It's a fun show. Haven't seen Spider-Verse actually, but they are on the list. You're gonna love them, both of them. Hey girl. Do I serenade you? You lost your binding? Maybe consider top surgery. Doodles, now is not the time to be making jokes. I have to fight a flower lady. Ugh. This is actually such a dick move. I can't believe you've done this to me, Team Cherry. Okay. You guys are fucking lucky I'm drinking chamomile tea right now. If it was not for this excellent orange-flavored chamomile tea, I would be losing my shit in a non-productive way. But yeah, so Chaotic might come back tonight. I don't think Daigatha Defenders is ever coming back. We have not seen very much from that front at all. I think it was another one of those shows that I believe got cancelled before it really had time to like pop off. But they kind of got through the story. Like, I don't think anything was particularly untold with that one. Oh, she's immortal until I get close? I can't even cheese this one? Fuck you, Nihilith. Okay. Okay, we're just playing games now, huh? You're a fucking abomination. I'm glad I get to rid the world of you. I hate this game. I hate this game. Every single time I try and sing your praises, Team Cherry, every single time I tell you you've done a cool boss fight or something, you throw some of this horse shit in my direction. Legion of Superheroes was also cancelled before its time. Yeah, a lot of shows in that sort of mid-2000s, 2010s era got that treatment. It sucks, man. There is nothing worse than loving a story and going through it and then finding out it doesn't have an ending. Like, that... One of the worst feelings in the world, I gotta say. Then again, I've gone... like, thinking about Game of Thrones, right? Like, I would have been happier if that didn't have an ending. And then, of course, you get the classic, not cancelled, but basically cancelled, like what the Owl House had to do. Where the Owl House essentially got no time for its third season. So the whole third season had to be, like, 3 40-minute episodes. And they clearly wanted to do more, but they couldn't because they just didn't have the time for it. These things hit you twice, by the way. The little flesh bullets do 2 damage. Oh, I hit that the wrong way. Okay. Now what? Oh, are you fucking joking with this shit? Now I have to hang on to the sides? What is this horse shit? It has a delayed hit. So even if I iframe through it, even if I get hit during the healing. So the interesting thing about the healing in this game is that there is a moment when you get interrupted where you get a lot of iframes or invincibility frames, right? So generally, if you get caught in a combo and it interrupts your healing, you're still going to be able to iframe through it so that you can live past the combo. So, in a way, that's a small consolation for not getting to heal. But because this has 2 layers of damage that hit you twice, it counteracts the iframes and hits you again. Can I opt to destroy this world, actually? Can I go back and opt to, like, cast them into 1,000 years of darkness? This place deserves the abyss. Okay, and then redo this shit. I'm gonna walk a fucking chamomile to Team Cherry's house to dig a grave for them. I'm so... That actually genuinely, like, took a part of me. A small piece of my soul crumbled away and died after losing that one. I feel like we were so close, man. That was actually going pretty well. That sucks to hear. You almost won. Oh well. We do it again. Nyloth, I hope you enjoyed living, because I'm gonna make sure that stops. That was silly. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. Bullet hell, bullet hell, bullet hell. every third fucking boss in this game turns it into a bullet hell. Choosing to heal there instead of get some hits in. Okay. Just wait for that to stop happening. Yep. Some of these are like homing. Okay. Oh, and it's surrounded with the break your rhythm spikes. You know what, Team Cherry? You're taking it too easy on me, actually. You should come up with a boss in this game that just fully, every time I lose to it, it breaks one of my legs in real life. That's the only way to make this fair. Is every time I lose to this boss, it removes half of my bank account. It doesn't matter how much is in my bank account. It just, like, deletes half of whatever I had in there. Every time I lose to this boss, you find a cause I care about and you donate to its biggest opponent. That'll make the boss fight really fair, guys. This game is so easy, it hasn't even given me cardiovascular problems yet. And now I have no healing. But at least I'm funny. At least I'm funny. You can launch those spiky balls at her if you hit them. Oh, I'll try that. I don't need 2 kidneys. You can take one if I lose to this again. You know what? I'm calling it now. This time we're gonna win. And if we don't win, the aliens are invading tomorrow. If we don't win, the aliens are invading tomorrow, and they're going to be really awkward. They're not going to be evil, but they are going to be super, like, they just don't understand social norms at all. They can't read a room to save their lives. And it's not in, like, an endearing way. It's, like, in a, like, clearly it's an issue that they should have been sort of dealing with for a long time, but they've just made no progress in dealing with it at all. And they make no effort into like letting people know that they don't understand social norms or anything. They just sort of expect people to understand that about them. Oh god, you see it changes direction at the end. That really fucks me up. Yep. You should consider going back to change your loadout. There's no enemies in between here and the bench. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I have enough money to pay for the bench because we're in late stage bug capitalism. Unless there's a hidden room or something. A hidden room, maybe? This couldn't have been a bench? He was literally sitting on it when I met him. Why didn't you just turn that into a bench? That feels silly. There's an enemy. Okay. Okay. Do I maybe have to float across? No, this feels wrong. Alright. Hang on. Get your towels, kids. The aliens are coming. Okay. Hang on. There we go. I figured it out. I engaged my brain for all of 3 seconds necessary to figure that out. Okay. Yes, I will pay for this fucking travesty of a bench. I'll pay for the imperialism bench. Okay. My loadout should change. Use your grappling hook, then double jump. Okay, problem solved. Yeah. What should I change my loadout to? I don't really know. I don't really know. I like you, Wisps. The problem is, you take so much silk, and I don't get a lot of hits in that second phase. Now your tools regenerate for free in the Dream Realm, so you can bring anything and you won't run out? Oh. Huh. What do I... Well, I suppose I should just stick with the conch cutter, because it's the one I'm the most used to. Alrighty, let's go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Shoot do 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 do. So I think you guys we've talked about like superpowers that we want, right? Have we ever talked about like superhero origins? I'm almost certain all of us in the Dream Realm. Doodles, are you about to reference something? But yeah, we've talked about what superpowers we would want, right? Have we ever talked about our superhero origins? Because I'm almost sure that we've all like made superhero OCs. So yeah, what would your origin story be? How would you get your superpowers? Ka-chow, ka-chow, ka-chow. You seem faster than I remember. Okay, spiky balls. Goo. Whoopsie woo, here comes the goo. How are you you're so squishy. How are you also sharp? Oh no. Oh, that's bad. I don't like this fight. I don't like this fight. It's not good to me. It doesn't compute properly. Oh, I'm so greedy, actually. I'm so fucking greedy, dude. Oh, that would have been so cool if I had managed to do it, but I didn't. Okay. I'm not letting your wax get me. Honeysuckle creature. That's a honeysuckle, right? She has very honeysuckle vibes. Oh god. Okay, cool. Cool. Oh no. Oh boy. Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho. Ho ho ho. And a Merry Christmas. To me. And no one else. After this shit, no one gets to enjoy Christmas. I'll see to that personally. I'm gonna Grinch. It's Grinching time. Oh no! Oh no. Oh, I'm bad at video games. I'm bad at video games. I'm so good at video games! You see, you can disparage yourself when you feel like it. But when it's go time, you gotta give yourself that encouragement. Otherwise, you're just gonna die. Oh, like now. When did we establish this was the fucking dream realm? Well, I don't think it's like actually the dream realm. It's just more of a... That's a good way of thinking about it. And Hollow Knight 1 had a dream realm in it. So a big part of Hollow Knight is that your weapon at one point gets infused by like it gets infused by like a moth shaman who allows you to go into dreams and to read people's minds. And you frequently have to go into the dream realm to do things in that game. And this feels like dream realm adjacent. Wait, is she a flower because I'm looking for the flower that'll let me go into the abyss? Is that the symbolism here? Ugh. The wax. It's so viscous. I don't like how viscous it is. It's viscous and vicious, which are not good combinations. Everyone remembers Sid Vicious. No one remembers Sid Viscous. No, stop gooing everywhere. Stop gacking me. Oh god. That sucked. That was a shitty interaction between us video game and me, Callum. You see how they like follow you? That one knocked me into the spikes. This is an exercise in futility. I feel like I'm being punished. Why was this my reward for beating Seth? If you Grinch my Christmas, I will unhello your ween. That's good. I like that one a lot. But you're welcome to. There's like no holiday I celebrate, man. I'm a classic shut-in. I'm a vanilla shut-in. I'm sort of a lightly salted shut-in. So, you're welcome to unhello any part of my ween. Maybe you shouldn't be saying that to people in chat, but hey, you brought it up. Oh. This sucks. Okay. Whoa, boy. Keep doing that. Okay. One more hit and I'll be able to heal. Oh, that was close. That was super fucking close. Oh gosh. Okay, y'all saw that, right? How it fully pushed me into the spikes. Putting the spikes in the top corner is such a dick move. Like, I get putting the spikes at the bottom because you want this, and on the one wall, because you want this to be like a big sort of arena-based challenge. Like the environment is hurting you as well. I get that. That's fine. I like to complain about it because I'm a whiny little bitch. But I get the reasoning. I get the logic. Putting the spikes at the top is just... that sucks. That is artificially restricting the arena. Which this game fucking loves doing. This game absolutely adores restricting the arena for no reason other than to create the illusion of challenge. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking harder if I have to fight someone in a hallway rather than a parking lot. But that doesn't necessarily dictate a greater amount of skill. Especially when they keep filling the hallway up with ping pong balls. Like at a certain point, I'm getting lucky more than I'm being skillful. Okay. I ranted. I feel better. Let's do this. Ooh. Okay. Ole, I haven't seen your message because I'm currently trying to fight a big plant. But if you're about to tell me that I don't actually have to do this fight, if I'm gonna like die to this and get frustrated and rant some more and then find out this is optional and I don't have to do any of this, then I'm gonna be real mad. myself as healthy as possible for when the fuck-ups happen. You never know when the fuck-ups will cascade into a cacophony of fuck-ups. I almost got hit into the spikes again. I would have cried. I would have cried. This boss fight is making me consider crying. There's a cheese for this one that unfortunately I'm not sure would be very viable for you. It involves using the Witch Crest and its health leeching bind. You need to hunt down more memory lockets to fully equip for the fight. So when I spent some time doing that, I doubt it. It's optional in the sense that you need to get 3 hearts, but have 4 to choose from. I warned you off of the Sands of Karak one. Yeah, that one sounds like hell. I'm not doing that one. I'd rather struggle against this big flower. It's not great. It's not doing a whole lot for my confidence in this path that Hornet has a small heart attack every time we do this. Why do you have this pit? Are you carnivorous? You don't have teeth. So you must be spitting your stomach acid at me. Like a Venus flytrap, you probably fill with digestive fluids. You keep your prey in the spike pit. You probably have a sweet scent. And trick them into coming down here, where you fill them with digestive. I couldn't find a rhyme for scent. Singing helps a little bit. So does reading about your lives. So, superhero origin stories. Who wants to go first? Do do do. Shoo-bop, boop-a-doo-boo-ah. Do 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 do-ah. Do 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 do. In the when the night is cold and the land is cold and everybody's cold 'cause it's cold. Don't you say you're too warm. Don't you say you're too warm. 'Cause I swear I will hit you in the head. Oh, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. I'm not dying here, stupid flower. I'm pretty sure the aliens have invaded already, as per my promise. That fucking sucks. My blood is chrome. The Sands of Karak one, it has an awful enemy horde section you need to get through first. Also with lots of spikes and movements where you have to stick to the wall because the floor is spiky. I don't even remember what superpower I said I would choose. Lol. I mean, you can pick one right now if you want to. Cheat answer, I just want to wield the alien transformation watch from Ben 10 and have every power. I mean, that's pretty cool. The Omnitrix is pretty sick. I get visited by a really sexy genie that looks like Idris Elba or David Bowie. That's quite a disparity in looks. I used my first wish on time powers, my second wish on shapeshifting, and my third wish on his freedom. Then we fall in love. I mean, to be fair, that's better than the deal Aladdin got. Aladdin got no wishes. Plant, plant, plant. Plant, plant. Hit a ball. Jump out the way. Do it every day. Pedals to the metal of my blade. This is why you should spay your plants, so they don't breed into this shit. Spay and neuter your plants, everyone. That sucked. Favorite Omnitrix alien go? Minus Swampfire, Wild Mutt, great choice. I liked Upgrade. I enjoyed Upgrade a lot. I thought he was cool. But yeah, I was also oh, you know what? Who's the first fire one from the first series? I forget his name. But him, specifically when Ben had a cold and he froze. Like, his powers changed to ice. Because that's cool as hell. Dude, I activated something in Ole. Man of culture. What, because I like Upgrade? Or because I like the ice version of the fire guy? Upgrade is one of my favorites too. I love Upgrade. I also, I have a soft spot for like Diamond Edge. I like Diamond Edge a lot. And I loved Accelerate. I kind of like Forearms, but mostly, again, because I like Super Strength as a power. I think it's very fun. Like, I think you can do a lot with Super Strength. It is easily one of the most simple and most versatile superpowers out there. I also feel like it would be one of the toughest to live with, because you would have to be holding back, like, all the time. You wouldn't even be able to, like, hold a mug of something without maybe shattering the mug. Like Ben Grimm with, glasses of whiskey. Where he eventually just had to stick to metal glasses. Which you think he would have thought of first, you know? Okay, don't get greedy, don't get greedy, don't get greedy. No greed for me, thanks. Oh, didn't quite make it to the edge. Living life on the ledge has its benefits. Like I get good views and quick news. The pigeons come to me first, 'cause I've got the best bread in the neighborhood. I bake it with love, love from the ledge. It's not a stretch. I hope someone's writing down all of these bangers I'm giving you for free. To garden is human. The original fire alien was called Heat Blast. Oh yeah, Ben wasn't super creative with his names. But yeah, I really liked Heat Blast because obviously fire powers are one of my favorites. I also loved that when he gets sick, he apparently freezes instead of produces heat. Like, that's a very cool idea. That's an insanely cool bit of like alien biology that makes sense in a like a kid way. Diamond Head is pretty awesome. He is. I have a personal top 10 Omnitrix aliens. Please tell me. Oh, all of Danny Phantom's powers. That's another one. Damn. Danny Phantom has some cool powers. Huh. You know what I've thought about? Like, I would hate to have elemental powers unless we're talking like elemental magic systems. Like, I would hate to have bending from Avatar, you know, where you're just controlling the elements. But if we're talking like more traditional Western or more traditional fantasy like elemental magic, where you get magic that's themed around the elements, but not necessarily directly related to them. You know? Like, you can, I don't know, maybe making an earth golem would be very fun. Like, making golems and stuff would be part of Earth. Being able to, like, scan the... Well, I suppose they do that in Avatar. But, like, being able to teleport, and it's just sort of considered like a wind ability. Stuff like that, you know? Like, they make that big point in Avatar about it not being magic. And I want it to be magic. Yeah, okay, my superpower is magic. If fucking DC and Marvel can do that, then I can too. My superpower is sorcery. I'm a fucking spellcaster. Bionicle's elemental powers sit somewhere between bending and elemental magic. Yeah, something like that. Like a Toa of Ice could throw an icicle at you or use effectively Ice Beam from Pokemon? Hell yeah. Clarion the Witch King. Who in Marvel is a spellcaster? Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is a spellcaster. He's the Sorcerer Supreme. Who's Clarion the Witch King? I want magic items too. Like magic, easily my favorite part of fantasy is magic items, man. I don't think I'd be a very interesting superhero to watch, though, if I had magic. Because I would really just be like... It would be my bat shark spray every fucking week, basically. I would be solving problems with such hyper-specific spells all the goddamn time. Like, oh yes, my cloak of, beswimming allows me to breathe underwater and also see the future. And I used it to solve the issue of Atlantis. Okay, I deserve that one. Flew a bit too close to the sun there. I really Icarus'd it. Flew a bit too close to the... Call me Dickerous. That has to exist, right? Like, I couldn't have invented that, could I have, in this moment? In the year of our Lord, 2026? I surely couldn't have been the first person to think of Dickerous, who flew too close to the cum. I distracted myself with Dickerous. Sorry. Okay, hang on. Oh, I forgot he existed. Bootylick Cumberland. Are you talking about Bumble Snatch Cunt? Yeah, that's my submission for the name. Good afternoon, sharks. I'm submitting to you today a new name for famous British actor Bandicoot Cunt. I want no money for this. I'm doing it for free. Sorry, Clarion the Witch Boy. Sorry, I got mixed up with Lord of the Rings. Swampfire NRG? What's NRG? Upgrade, Diamond Head, Forearms, Brainstorm, Lodestar, Water Hazard, Big Chill, and Cannon Bolt. I recognize Swampfire and Cannonbolts. Swampfire is from the one where they're teenagers, right? My potty mouth was my undoing. It always is. Clarion the Witch Boy is a supervillain and a nuisance. I still remember Ben 10 Aliens pretty well up till the 3rd series, Ultimate Alien. Didn't watch beyond that. Which one were they teenagers in? Where Kevin almost compares Gwen to his car? But he has a cat and he looks like Impmon. Is Clarion the Witch Boy from The Mask? What's he from? Sus. Yeah, so who are your favorite Ben 10 aliens, Matthew? Or do you talk to women? That's a joke. That's a joke. Plenty of women love Ben 10. I've been told. Okay. Let's go. Gonna go beat up a plant. A government plant. That's right. This lady works for the CIA. Nyleth. More like nice snitch. It's a literal honey trap. She's not a honeysuckle, she just sucks. She'll take all your secrets and feed it to your congressman. You'll get fucked politically. She's the worst kind. Okay. Oh boy. Oh. Oh, got her in the face. Haha. And that was the phase transition. Fuck you. Oh, that made me feel alive. Nothing like bullying a flower to really raise your spirits. I understand why bees do it now. Ooh. I hate your weird extremities. Your mouth-based tentacles. They suck to witness. I don't like your sports. I hate you to my core. I've been singing a lot lately. No! Oh, I framed through it. Haha. Oh. Ho 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 ho. Why did she fucking make like a robot noise when I hit her in that position? I like hit her stem and she turned into a fucking Megazord all of a sudden. Oh gosh. I mean, it's not the cleanest escape. It's in some ways it wasn't an escape. God forbid a woman have extremities. I will forbid it when she's using that extremities to kill me. Clarion is a DC villain. Oh, I see. Oh man, that's a scene from Ultimate Alien, where Ben's 16. Oh, that's where Ben really likes weird smoothies, right? I like that for him. Alien Force was 15-year-old Ben. Those are effectively back-to-back. Oh, cool. I mean, I type to women. Never verbal communication. He does. He spoke to me. Shut up. It's against my religion. NRG is basically a living nuclear reactor in an armored suit. Oh, cool. He's not the one that's made of, like, stars, right? That, like, Ben... That was always, like, a roulette that Ben would get, and he was super crazy powerful, but Ben couldn't control him. Trying to reach Nerdvana, Matthew. NRG, nuclear reactor, durable. And he's one of 5 aliens from the Andromeda galaxy Ben runs into. Okay. The alien's actual name is Pandor. NRG is Ben's transformation. Would you say that he was kind of fan servicey? Like he was pandoring to the audience? Could Ben bear the weight of his transformation? Could he Pandor bear it? Made of stars, that's Alien X. Crazy to run into a galaxy. Yeah, right? You think he would have seen it. I mean, it's right there, out in the open and everything. Apparently they're huge. Ugh. So I've heard. Oh gosh. Goodness, Graky. I try to say gracious and crikey at the same time, and they become Graky, which is a Pokemon, I think. Or almost one. It's probably shaped like a key, and it's like a steel water type for some fucking reason that makes sense in the Japanese. Because Japan thinks it's its only market. Even now, there are still games that only get released in Japan for some reason. Ah. I died. Japanese company makes games. Okay, dude. Hey, Doodles, shut up. How about that? Localization is hard, bro. How? How? How is it hard? We've been doing it for years. I understand if it's like a small company. If it's like a kind of an indie game company or just not that big and like it costs too much money to ship games overseas. But when it's a big company, when it's like Nintendo or whatever, or like, you know, they make a game like Earthbound and it's really good and everyone loves it, like it's a cult classic. I guess Earthbound didn't sell super great, but it reviewed amazingly. And then they restricted the next like 2 games to Japan, and they still haven't released it. And that's my main thing. Like, in the moment, only releasing to Japan, probably a very sound business decision. I'm not denying that at all. Absolutely understandable. I don't know the bigger picture of the business behind it, so fully accept that if you're only releasing in Japan, it could be because of costs, it could be because, you know, you just don't think you have the market in America or in the West or anything. That's absolutely fine. Many years later, decades later, when people want you to release the game in the West, and people are like making patches for emulators and stuff to have English versions of these games, like Digimon World, one of the PSP Digimon World games, was only released in Japan, and people wanted it so badly that they made an English patch for it, and for the ROM of the game, like fan translated English patches, dude. It's crazy. It's insane, man. Like, just give us the games. I know translation's hard, guys, but come on. If your company is still around in 10 years, just give the games to us, please. I just want to play Mother 3. Come on. I just want to play that one Digimon World game, please. 10 Bens run into a galaxy. One of them says, ouch. The other 9 died. Wow. Don't tell James Cameron about the alien named Pandor. That's pretty good. I was pretty into Ben 10 for a while. Same, Ole. I ruined a social interaction because of it once. I invited friends from my class to my house to, like, hang out. And I basically just put Ben 10 on, and they were like, what are we going to do? And I'm like, we're watching Ben 10. What are you talking about? And they were like, can we do something? And I'm like, we're doing something. What do you want from me? I didn't get it, dude. I was so keen to, like, watch a TV show with people. And they just weren't into it, I guess. The original show is by far the best theme song. It's the only one I remember. So you wanted it to contain puns for English speakers? No puns or name connections at all? What? I'm not talking about Japan exclusive games. I'm saying it's wild to expect the makers to ignore their culture in favor of globalization. I'm not telling them to ignore their culture. Who the fuck said ignore their culture? Japanese culture is globally beloved. Do you know how much anime is consumed outside of Japan? And how much of that is subbed anime? People love Japanese culture, and I would go so far as to say that Japanese culture is well known enough now that a lot of people would get the puns, or would put in the effort to look up the puns. So they fully can, but just make the text in English. I don't understand, like, what do you mean? You can still have the puns. We've been translating Japanese shit for decades, doodles. What the fuck are you talking about, ignoring their culture? Ruined is a crazy way to describe that. I mean, ruined in the sense that none of them had fun and I had a fucking blast. Yeah. I put on Ben 10 and no one was into it. I must have chosen the wrong friends, I guess. You were complaining about typing making sense in Japan? About the typing making sense in Japan? What? What do you mean? I was complaining about the typing making sense in Japan? Can you remember exactly what I said? The Pokemon types. Oh, yeah. Okay, so why are you focusing on that when that was, first of all, very clearly a joke? And second of all, not what we were talking about. Why did you switch to that? on. Doodles, I saw that you left a message, and I promise I'll get to it in a second. I just need to focus. Oh, okay. Okay. It's getting hairy. Oh, fucking... This fight, man. I hate it. Bro, I typed that message the second you said that, and then you started talking about Japan exclusive games. Oh. But why did you post it now? I mean, that's my bad. I guess. No, it's not my bad, actually. I'm not going to take the blame for that. You said that at a random point in the conversation. And then you didn't provide any context. Async communication is hard. It is, like, I get it, right? I get that you guys are trying to respond to the things that I say, but obviously I can speak a lot faster than you can type, especially because the stream is at kind of a lag. So I get that it's difficult to comment on something that I'm saying exactly when I say it. But that's why I make the point frequently, if you provide me some context, I will understand what you're talking about. I'm also, like, fighting for my life out here, guys. There's a big old flower that wants nothing more than to ruin my day. And it's doing its job. Okay. Explosion. That sucked. I got hit with like the tail end of the explosion. Does so much damage. Okay. Okay. I need a break. Because I'm about to burn every potted plant in my house. Wait a second, though. You kind of doing damage? Yeah, I've been getting consistently to the second phase for a while. But I just need a minute. I'm like... I can feel myself getting very... whatchamacallit? Very salty. I'm gonna get... I forget the phrase for it. Tilted. Yeah, I'm gonna get tilted real quick. And this is sort of a countermeasure for that. Not the potted plants, bro. Don't worry, they're safe. For now. But yeah, I'm gonna pop off for a second. But before that, we have to get back everybody's favorite, which is, of course, Whoopsie Daisu. So enjoy the dulcet tones of this game while you're looking at Whoopsie Daisu, and I'll see you guys in 10 minutes. already. Let's get into it. I had to put my controller on my bed because these fucking licorice earthquakes cause so much vibration in the controller that it'll rattle off my desk if I just leave it there. You know what? Actually, thinking about plants, here's an interesting fact from my life, is that my dad loves gardening. And he especially likes the tomatoes he's been growing. But the interesting thing is that he grows the tomatoes fairly close to the wall in our garden. So we have like a trellis near the one corner of the wall, and we've noticed that some of the tomatoes have started growing on like the opposite side of the garden. And we don't know how that's happening. The prevailing theory at the moment is that like birds are eating it or slugs are eating it or something and going to the other side of the garden and depositing the seeds there. But we're not entirely sure how it happened. They just started sort of like sprouting out. It's crazy. Tomatoes are invading my garden. Speaking of invading gardens, let's do this. Come on, Nihilith. You're turning me into a Nihilith. Nihilism. Oh, that reminds me. I actually have Beyond Good and Evil, and I should finish reading it. I borrowed it once from someone I used to see, and I still have it. I should maybe give it back to them. Should maybe like contact them and give it back, but you know, who has the time? Oh shit, we're starting second phase early, huh? Come on, Nihilith. Come over to this side. Step into this warm bag of goodies. Oh no, I don't like those goodies. Warm though that may be, it's a uncomfortable kind of warm. No! No! There's a mosquito in my room. I can see it out of the corner of my eye. You little bastard. I'm busy saving your kingdom, mosquito. Leave me alone. Invading Gardens is the name of my Imagine Dragons tribute band. Can you imagine dragons? Can you? If you could take your own fate into your hands, would ya? I feel like Brave got a lot of hate for what it was. Yeah. I didn't think that Brave was a bad movie. It looked a bit wonky at certain points. Like, looked a bit rough around the edges. And you know what? I wish Brave had gotten more into it. There was a lot of lore in Brave that I wanted explored, and it just never got explored. I can imagine ice cream. Is that a different band? Imagine Ice Cream? It sounds like a better... Well, I don't know, actually. I would like to imagine dragons enjoying ice cream. That's how I imagine dragons. They're just eating ice cream. Because dragons burn so hot that they need the ice cream to cool their bellies. My jump button keeps fucking up. This one might be a wash. Baby. Ho, gotcha. Bet you wasn't expecting that. Oh, you got me back. She got me back. Oh, I'm, Braid or Brave? Brave. The, I want to say Disney movie? The one with the girl whose mom turns into a bear. That movie got like a lot of hate back in the day. But, I think it was better than people give it credit for. You know what? Actually, Doodles, you might appreciate this. I think Brave, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think Brave had Quest for Camelot vibes. If anyone remembers Quest for Camelot. But I think they had similar vibes. Ooh yeah, the Grinder Archer chick. Wait, what? Why is she Grinder? What makes her Grinder? Did you mean Ginger? Oh, you said Ginger. The Grinder Archer chick. I mean, a majority of the movie is about bears, so... we have fun here. Are these the same, like, white roses from my boss fight with Lace? Is this where they come from? Did you do the roses for that fight? Your floral arrangements are something to behold, I must say. I've been getting compliments for them, like, throughout this playthrough. But yeah, if I recall correctly, there was like a part at the beginning of Brave where they talk about like this warrior who got turned into a bear, and that had very Quest for Camelot vibes, like with the guy, the villain from Quest for Camelot, who comes back and invades Camelot. He had similar vibes to the guy in the legend, in the backstory of Brave. Come on. Okay. Okay, the nuts saved me. We gotta honor the nuts. Sometimes you cradle the nuts, and sometimes the nuts cradle you. Hair attack doesn't actually do that much damage, and it gives me some silk. Okay, we're in a pretty good position. Oh! Ayo! We even got a little anime cutscene at the end. We are life. We are growth. What world without us? Hell yeah. I remember 0 things from that story. Absolutely fair. A heart. Brakes are up. Obtained the pollen heart. It beats faint and fast. Hell yeah, baby. We fucking did it. Okay. I got the heart of the woods. So we want heart of the wild, not the encrusted heart. The crusty heart. We want to go to Farfield. And then go to the Green Prince. No, we want to go to Craw Lake. Where's the nearest, I guess, Blasted Steps? Yeah, we have to go all the way back up the Grand Gate. Nice, thank you. Let's go. Wild, not might. Yes. Cool, 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 cool. Let's go. Okay, how the fuck do I do this again? No, I have to go up here. Yeah. Okay, so I have to like... How? Come on, this way. This way, baby. Hey, little baby. This way. No, little baby, this way. This way. Stop floating back. What's the goal of this? Is it a specific ending thing? Okay, so we're currently in Act 3, Matthew. And the goal right now... Oh, wait, no, I can do this. I'm so stupid. Yeah, the goal right now is to open the way to the main... The final boss. And to do that, I have to get 3 hearts. Because that will help me unlock the memory I have of a flower. Which the snail shamans can give to me. So that I can enter the abyss where the final boss is. It's a real... A real turn of events, let me tell you. My greatest challenge yet, hitting a single fucking bat. Okay. And from here, we want to go to the Blasted Steps. Let's heal up first. Callum, remember your super jump. Thank you. To reach the heart of the wild, you have to start in Hunter's March. Okay. There is a small bug in my room. And it is being very annoying. Oh, right. There's guys here now. My gambling friend died. Who am I gonna compare loot boxes with now? Entered from the marrow. The marrow. Boy, we haven't been to this. So I guess I have to go to Bone Bottom? Okay, it's just to the left. Cool. Hey, babies! Hey, my sweet babies! Let's go to the marrow. I have a second cup of chamomile tea here. Okay. So we have to go to Hunter's March. So we have to run through just straight to the right. Cool. I thought the final boss was that Lovelace boss, whatever her name was. Grandmother Silk. That's the final boss of Act 2 and of the game if you don't unlock the secret ending. But luckily, we unlocked Act 3, so I have another 6 months of this. Yay. 6 more years. 6 more years of this. Aren't you guys excited? I'm excited. Oh, gosh. Oh, he's been licoriced. Okay. I just have to go down here. Everyone's been licoriced. No, fuck off. Oh, even the ants have been licoriced. Oh, I hate that. If I go this way, am I gonna find... Oh, the carnival got killed. Okay. Yeah. Bro sounds not excited, TBH. No! What gave you that idea? Oh, I'm so excited. I'm in love with this. Can't you tell? Okay, so we're in Hunter's March. Where do we go from here? Ant. I don't like ants. Oh man, this brings back memories. I remember how long I spent on this particular section when I first started this game. Man. Halcyon days of using the Hunter's Crest and not having a downward jump button. Not having a downward slash when I jumped. Get to the bench inside Hunter's March first. Okay, so quite a way that way. Oh, I don't like how that guy Venom gooed. He tried to Venom whip me. That sucks. Oh, you fuckers. Team Cherry, you absolute cock goblins. Just like leave me alone, guy. No. Another horde fight. But I already did the horde fight in this area. Come on, guys. Just like give me 5 minutes, please. Just a break. Team Cherry rarely are the like teachers who reward you for doing homework by giving you more homework. You nearly got past my autism, but I caught the sarcasm right at the end. I'm proud of you, Matthew. Then you go to the room directly opposite it, then you go up. You know what, Ole? It was, I will say, quite wise of you to leave out the bit about the horde fight, because I fully would have just tried to play a different game at this point. Oh, I am quite ready for this to end. Like, this game is fun. Don't get me wrong, it's fun and it's satisfying and all that good stuff. All that good game stuff. You know, this is the stuff the Game Awards are made of. But I'm ready for it to not be happening anymore. Okay, yeah, the door's closed. Fucking these guys come up. Cool. Okay, flying ones. The flying ones have tentacles. And they drop spike traps. And they can do the fucking, like, attack that Ichigo can do in his goddamn Bunkai form. God, that does so much damage. It's ridiculous. Okay. And you know there's like another 3 rounds after this. Yep. There are upgrades you could go for. One final sword damage upgrade, for example, but that would take more time and effort. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'll just keep going into this particular wall, thank you. I think we can all agree that you don't have to force yourself to play the game. No, I want to see it to the end. Like, okay, for all of my complaining, I do want to finish this game. I would be disappointed if I didn't finish it. So, yeah, I'm bitching and moaning a lot. But I do want to see it through, and that says a lot about it. Don't get me wrong, I do think that this is still a fun video game. I think it's about several tens of hours too long, but I think it's fun, and I would like to beat it. There's other things to do, like Cyberpunk 2077, for example. I don't know that my computer can run that and streaming software. Come on with that shit! 3 mandatory boss fights left. You were close. Yep. 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 That's keeping me going. Okay. Alright, so I need... Think of me right now like a Fallout character that's going through a particularly ghoul-infested radroach covered part of the wasteland. Like I'm in the trenches of the wasteland right now. And I, much like every Fallout character, requires some sort of radio to keep me going. Y'all are my radio. So tell me about, you know, experiences you've been having lately. You played any new video games? Ole, you've been watching the MCU. What's your next movie? This one you were going after now is possibly my favorite boss. Oh, cool. I believe in you. Thank you, Matthew. Top 3 at least. Well, I look forward to them. I'm presuming there will be another boss fight after them, just like with the flower lady. Okay. So much damage. Fuck. Ooh. Next up is Captain America 1. That's a pretty good one. I'm watching Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh! I watched that, and I enjoyed it. There were moments in Obi-Wan Kenobi that I think it like, kind of, I don't know. I don't love that he and Darth Vader, like, come face to face at one point. I think it's like... Shit, wait, was that a spoiler? Matthew, I'm so sorry if that was a spoiler, dude. I'm so sorry if that was a spoiler, man. I'm so sorry. I think it happens really early, though. No, wait, I'm thinking of the fucking flashback he fights Anakin in. Yeah. Yeah, that was great. What was I thinking of? What was I thinking of? Oh, wait, shit. I was thinking... I had a conversation with Emilio during the most recent Byte Marx episode where we talked about, like, bait and switch boss battles. And we talked about Jedi Fallen Order. In Jedi Fallen Order, Cal Kestis fights Darth Vader at the end. And we talk about how, like, unnecessary that boss fight is, or, like, how ancillary that boss fight is. Because obviously Cal Kestis can't beat Darth Vader, because Darth Vader's in the movies. So it feels like a ancillary part of the game. There will not be another boss fight after. Thank you. Thank God. I thought the Kenobi series was fine, but ultimately unnecessary. I'd rather not have it. Yeah, I guess so. It didn't really change anything, I guess. Like, it was interesting from the point of view of I like Obi-Wan Kenobi and I like Ewan McGregor. So it was fun to see them. The Anakin Obi-Wan fight in the flashback that I briefly mentioned was really good. I feel like it was way better than most of the fights in the prequels. And it was fun to see, like, there was, like, storytelling in the choreography, too, because, like, Obi-Wan is clearly more defensive, and Anakin is clearly more, like, aggressive. And it's fun to see. Like, it was a good bit of storytelling. But I do get your point, Ole. I don't think it really adds anything to the canon. Okay. Got him. Got him. Oh, those dice have been saving my ass. I'm pretty sure Cal gets overpowered basically immediately. It's not really a fight. Agree, it's more of a chase scene. Yeah, like on the way out while the place is flooding. What are you guys talking about? Is this in... Are we talking about Kenobi, or are we talking about, New Order? Because, no, there's the Anakin... The Anakin Obi-Wan fight in... Or are we talking about the prequels with, like, Revenge of the Sith? I personally think it takes away a bit from the canon by now having a literal canon event that Ben Kenobi is referring to when he says that Vader destroyed the good man and Anakin. I don't... I'm not sure I understand that one. Ole, what are you talking about? I feel like that still works as a, like, a metaphor. Because, yeah, Vader is ultimately Anakin. Vader is Anakin's darkest impulses. And Anakin's internalized, like, toxic masculinity where he thinks aggression will solve all of his problems. Because he was taught that by a mentor figure that wanted to use him. So yeah, I think it still works to say that Vader killed Anakin in, like, New Hope. The Cal Kestis versus Vader. That's not a chase scene. After you've... The chase sequence comment is about Fallen Order. No, in Fallen Order, you beat the second sister, and then you fight Vader, and Cal Kestis, like, fully intends to kill him. I mean, I guess ultimately he's kind of covering the escape, but it's not a chase scene. You have a fight with Vader in an arena. And Vader's like I mean, I remember someone made a video about it saying like, it's weird that like you can beat Darth Vader in this game, and the other person was like, no, you can't, because he's not even using both his hands. Like, he's fully playing with you. And that's a fun... I don't know, that's a fun concept, storytelling-wise, but also... I don't know, I feel like we could have just kept Darth Vader out of the game and had a satisfying boss fight that you could win in the second sister. It works, but the problem is that Vader literally says it out loud in Kenobi. That's my problem. Oh. I don't remember him saying that, but it has been a while since I watched the show. So fair enough. Yeah, that does feel a bit forced, I guess. Sorry. I know I've talked about it before, but you know what was a really good Star Wars show? Back in the day when Star Wars made those. Was Visions. I really liked that. And not just because it was animated, but I think it did a fun, like, anthology thing that I'd like to see more of from Star Wars. I think Star Wars lends itself well to, like, an anthology series. And seeing the different, like, art styles was really cool. Kill him first. This guy gets into licorice in a big way. Kill him second. Oh shit, they both got into licorice at the same time. They're licorice brothers. I hate this. I hate this. The anime anthology was pretty cool. I'd like more of that too. It was. I don't know that I want more of it, because Disney is a garbage company that is replacing all of its animators with generative AI, and I don't want more generative AI in the world. So I'm good if they leave Visions alone now. Like, I wanted more of Visions for a while, but now I'm okay if they just leave that one be. That's fine. We don't need more of that, actually. It's chill. Y'all can leave that one untainted if you don't mind. Connecting Jedi with more with the samurai payer of their inspiration makes a lot of sense. Samurai pot. Oh, okay. Yeah. I have heard people talk about how Jedi are more like knights than samurai. even though they're very aesthetically like samurai. Damn, I must be rarely misremembering Fallen Order. I remember that when Vader shows up, if you try and attack him, he insta-force chokes you, and you die, and then you gotta run away while the place crumbles. Huh. Am I misremembering Fallen Order? I hope not. We talked about it a lot in the video. No, I'm pretty sure you fight Darth Vader. I think maybe that happens at the end of the fight, Matthew. I think you can fight Darth Vader for a while, but then at one point he just goes like, okay, enough is enough. Playtime's over. And then he does the force choke thing, and then you have to escape him. So in other words, we might both be right. Which is the best kind of correct. And never causes any problems ever. Everyone loves compromise. In my experience, the licorice eats my silk, man. That sucks. It does a ton of damage, and then it says, oh, you want to heal? Actually, go fuck yourself. Actually, Disney is not doing that because OpenAI shut down its animation tool. No, I'm pretty sure the firing people and replacing them with AI happened after Sora closed down. I think it was called Sora. Yeah, I'm pretty sure after that deal fell through, Disney still made a move to fire its animation staff. Like, quite a large percentage of its animation staff to replace them with generative AI. I'm fairly certain that was, like, recent. That was, like, a month ago or something. God, fuck. They do so much damage now. Why, Team Cherry? Like, mechanically, what's the point of that? You rarely just gave these enemies more health and made them do more damage, but this is essentially the same horde fight I did when I first came here with Chakra. And not only that, you made it so that my healing juice gets reduced. You were like, now do this and prove that you can do it with your arms tied. And once you do that, you get to do the actual boss fight. Remember, kids, you don't get to enjoy your boss fight if you don't finish your peas first. If you don't eat your vegetables, you can't fight the vegetable king. How long until Gen AI gets normalized, though? Hopefully never, because it's still like... unfortunately, Matthew, it's basically already normalized. Which is the issue. Because it's not gotten better. Like, fairly certain AI, OpenAI tried to pass a bill the other day that would allow them to basically kill 100 people for free. By, like... saying that if they put up a safety warning, which they are legally obligated to do anyway, they can, basically they are not held responsible for up to 100 deaths because of their product, or $1 billion worth of property damage because of their product. So, yeah, AI is so normalized that people are willing to listen to it to the point that they hurt themselves and the world around them. And OpenAI knows that and is trying to protect themselves legally from it. Because they don't actually give a shit. They just want to not get in trouble. But yeah, it's not like AI has stopped stealing from people and stopped ruining the environment. In fact, recent studies have shown that AI isn't just ruining the air and the water, it's also ruining the literal ground. It's raising the heat in the ground around the data centers, which is having big implications environmentally. It's raising the heat by like, I think at one point it was up to like 9 degrees. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a fuck ton for the heat of the ground. No shit! I was so close. Never, because it's absurdly expensive and nobody can actually afford to pay for all of the shit that would be required to do so. Look up the work of Ed Zitron. I mean, yeah, hopefully generative AI never gets, like, so normalized that people just accept it when it replaces them. But unfortunately, a lot of companies are trying. They're trying their fucking hardest. I mean, you see it every now and again with like big game releases, like Crimson Desert and shit, where they use generative AI, don't disclose. Well, I don't know if Crimson Desert didn't disclose. Well, I'm pretty sure it didn't disclose because I don't think it would have been a big deal otherwise. Like, people wouldn't have made it such a big deal. But, Clair Obscure, The Altars, you know, they were fairly big releases when they came out. And a lot of the, like, texture placeholders they used were, AI generated. And they forgot to replace them, and then they made it into the game. And obviously they didn't disclose that there was AI in the game. And then when they got caught out for using it, they had to make apologies and stuff, which is always, always lends credence to the sincerity of your apology when you make it only because you were caught. But yeah, big and small companies alike like to fucking try their luck with shit. And we gotta call them out every single time they do it, otherwise they're gonna keep doing it. And eventually we're not gonna be able to trust anything anymore. I mean, I remember there was a big thing about this one Instagram account that used to make, like, videos of a dog or something, like climbing Everest. And it turned out that and the videos were like really sad too. They were one of those playing on your heartstrings kind of videos, and that was AI generated. Like every bit of it. Gen AI is everywhere right now because it is being heavily subsidized and doesn't have a path to profitability. No, they've talked about that a lot. How in multiple interviews, they said like the only way they can think of to make AI even remotely profitable is by like putting ads on it, which I'm pretty sure it already has, and it's still not profitable, man. As it turns out, constructing huge data centers to run a shitty drawing program that, you know, takes up all of your hobbies is really expensive and doesn't make a lot of money. So who's Ed Zitron? Ole? Okay, got him. Oh, shoot me in the face. It'll be less painful. From what I can tell, journalism that's exposing how fucked... Journalist that's exposing how fucked OpenAI is. Oh, cool. Ed Zitron is a tech journalist. Seems to be one of the few actually asking critical questions. Well, it's nice to know, you know? It's nice to know that, like, when you're thinking about this and you're thinking, like, so many people are using this still, even though everyone has been informed for at least a year and a half now about how damaging it is, about what it's doing to people and the environment and everything, and people keep using it and keep promising that it's like the future and stuff, and it makes you feel like you're going crazy. So to know that there are people in like journalism roles who are asking questions about this is really reassuring. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Fuck, I gotta go to bed. Thank you so much for watching, Matthew. Sleep well. Good night, gamers. Oh, Ed has regular emotional breakdowns on his podcast about feeling like he's taking crazy pills. Yep, me too. No, not on my podcast, or on Ed's podcast, but I feel the same way, so I can relate. Better offline, I recommend it. I might check it out one day. As of right now, I think this is... Ole, I think this is probably going to be my last run of this before I call it for the stream. Hopefully, it'll go pretty well. I feel like we've been making progress. But yeah, we've got 1 out of the 3 hearts that we need. We only, according to Ole, have 3 mandatory boss fights left. And then we're free. And then Team Cherry no longer owns a majority stake of my soul. Oh shit. Got him right in his attack too. Oh, that feels good. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Interesting aim you got there. Oh, that was close. But I am in a at least somewhat better position than I was 2 minutes ago. Okay, last round. Oh no, oh no. Okay, got him with that one. Oh boy, oh boy. I forget that he can do that move. Oh. Okay. I'm still genuinely wondering if you'll still be playing the game by the time Sea of Sorrows comes out at this stage. Hopefully not. Like, look, it would be hilarious. I'm not gonna lie to you. It would be very funny if it took me so long to beat the base game that the DLC came out. That would be very funny. But hopefully that's not the case. Also, I still don't know how you access Sea of Sorrows. Would you be able to access it from Act 3? If you can only access it from, like, Act 2 or something, that might be, like, a stretch goal on the Patreon or something, because I don't know that I can put myself through Act 1 and 2 again. At least not for quite a long time. I need a refractory period from this. But thank you so much for watching. Hopefully we get through this horde fight next week. Join me on Friday for Magic the Gathering. And then, I don't know, keep an eye out. We got a short coming out in like 20 minutes. Keep an eye on that. Have a good rest of your week. If I don't see you on Friday, have a good weekend. Stay safe. Stay watching. Stay kind. Stay friendly. Stay away from repeating horde fights with a lot of extra stipulations. And as always, everybody, stay magical. Bye!